What the heck? They're already grown? Oh, that's so weird.
Called it.
They just morphed. Oh, no way. They just did multiverse, dude. Welcome back to Strictly Casual. We're going to be getting into our reaction and breakdown of episode 5 of Wandavision. If you haven't already checked out our previous reactions to the show, those will be all linked down below. Be sure to subscribe. Each week, we're going to be covering every single episode, giving our theories on what could happen, as well as trying to catch all the cool Easter eggs in this show. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get right into it. Oh my gosh. Is it like Full House? Oh, Roseanne?
My ears.
Oh, suspicious.
Auntie Agnes is here, and I've got a couple of tricks up my sleeve.
Tricks?
He's just been standing outside listening in.
Yeah.
Weirdo.
Should we just take it from the top?
What the heck is going on?
What the heck? This is great.
They're shooting the show.
Agnes is definitely involved of keeping Wanda in the illusion, you know? Creepy. Because Vision's awake now, and he's just like, I don't like her.
Yeah. That's sketchy. A witch's
That's
potion?
for sure.
They're gone?
Daddy?
What the heck? They're already grown? That was so fast. Even they're like, are these our kids? That does not seem normal at all.
No way. And the way they looked at Agnes,
Yeah.
like she just knew what was going on.
Huh?
It's
Was that baby Vision?
great.
What the heck? How is he a baby?
It's hilarious. Did you hear the song? Making it up as we go along.
Oh, I like that. What happened to her? Does she have powers? She got special abilities. That's gonna be cool.
Right. Called it.
Is this is the post-credit scene from Endgame that was deleted, right? Oh, that's so weird.
Called it.
They just morphed.
Her powers came from an Infinity Stone too, right?
Captain Marvel, the reference. Love that. Why did she look weird after? I thought she's a friend.
What do you mean?
Her face looked weird when he said Captain Marvel. She felt like uncomfortable. Like, I don't know. She wasn't happy to hear that name, it seemed like. Oh, did he bring him back to reality? No way. What?
How long is
Temporary, like the two of you. Read between the lines. She's literally telling him temporary, like the two of you.
She wearing her. Oh my God! What?
She literally came out and was like, "What do you want?"
Wow. She's like, leave me alone. This is so sick. Stark. It says Stark on it. Dude, Vision's ripped. Look at him in that shirt.
She just ended the show.
Yeah, what the heck? No. The credits are just rolling.
I don't know how any of this started.
No way. It's something else.
Third party.
Yeah.
Manipulating her.
Who is it? Who is it? Oh, come on. No. Who is it, man? Oh my God, I just got goosebumps. Oh my God. No way. She brought him back? Oh my God. What? They did it?
There it is. There it is.
Just stinking sister to death or what?
What the heck?
She recast.
Oh, no way. They just did multiverse, dude.
What a way to end it.
Holy crap. I'm in
I
shock.
can't wait till season 2 of WandaVision. No, I'm just-
What the heck? Let's go ahead and get into the initial reactions, man. What do you think about this episode? How you feeling right now?
There's always two big moments for me. The show starts a little slow, right? Because you're in the world and they're building in the world. But when they start coming out of the Wanda world into the other stuff that's going on in this show, I think it really brings out a whole different side of the show that makes it 10 times better. Wanda coming out of her fake reality to go and confront the sword team. One of the greatest scenes so far
Yeah.
to just make you feel like I didn't think she was gonna go do that, but I love that direction that the writers and the whole show's taking. But Wanda herself is being controlled, if not by a hand that she's aware of and it's visibly, you know, right in front of her, but something that is a little bit more hidden and is kind of playing behind the scenes, but is still around, like Agnes, right, where she's just very much creeping.
Yeah.
As these big moments happen with her kids. Really strange of her character to do that. But biggest thing, Evan Peters, multiverse confirmed, MCU only getting bigger by the moment, by the minute, by the second.
For me, my heart was pounding whenever she opened the door, because it's always those looks where you see somebody and the actor, you know, she's acting really great and she's like, she knows somebody's there and you're thinking, oh man, all the possibilities, who could it be? And my heart was pounding. And as soon as I saw the hair, I was already shocked that Aaron Taylor Johnson was back, and I was like, oh my gosh, they brought him back. Like, that was crazy to me already. But the fact that it wasn't, and that it was, you know, Evan Peters from X-Men, the Fox movies, like, that is insane to me that they could do that now, because they own the company, they own the characters. They're just like, hey, bring the actor, and you know, it's multiverse, because that's just how comics and this show work.
What I love about that intro is the fact that they actually did it in a way where it was a cinema trope, right? You went into a sitcom world, and usually you bring in in the sitcoms, oh, who could it be? Oh, it's, you know, it's long lost uncle, and he has treasure, and it's just like they did that type of feel where it was like, oh, hey, who could it be? Oh, it's her long lost brother, but it's a completely different actor. And it's just a great way to, you know, make their multiverse work without it being so like, hey, here it is. It's more of a fun way of introducing the concept. And I think Marvel hit it out of the park by doing this.
So let's go ahead and kind of break down this episode, you know, just on the surface level, and kind of see what we can find with Easter eggs wise and kind of show wise. I mean, we start off, it seems like Agnes already off the bat she's listening in, she hears everything, she sees everything. I mean, she knows about the kids crying, and even Vision's kind of like, what are you doing here?
Well, that whole weird. Hey, do I take it from the top?
Yeah.
Should I do another take? It's clear Agnes is more involved in this than anybody else. You know, it's Wanda and Agnes. But you know, like when you're addicted to something, and then you have a buddy who's also addicted to it, and then the buddy's like, hey, bro, we're doing good. And so you look at him for positive reinforcement. But that guy's also stuck in the same cycle.
Yeah, okay, I got you.
Know, so that's Agnes. Is that.
So continuing on, there's this one awesome scene with Monica as they're analyzing her. They really can't figure out her blood analyzation,
her DNA.
Yeah, well, they're checking her DNA and everything, and it seems like something's up because they can't figure anything out. They can't see anything. So she might already somehow have powers out of this world, which could lead even more into the theory that Wanda could somehow create mutants with this world, or this world. Maybe not Wanda specifically, but this world makes you have super powers once you exit it. You know, once you go in and exit, you get these powers. Right. Moving on here, we have Vision already starting to be sus, this is such a great episode for Vision, because I think he really had a good
episode for Vision.
You know, a realization moment through everything. You know, he's starting to figure out what's going on. Now to this scene where Monica's talking with Jimmy Woo and Darcy. She's talking about how she could have taken Thanos on her own, yet, you know, Thanos called in which I don't know how she knew about that. Like, I guess maybe, you know, it's like, did she hear about it from Captain Marvel?
She's read her file. You know, she's read her file.
Yeah, which is like, so they put that on file. You know, that one moment in the middle of a war.
Look, she's watched the movies, okay? That's the easiest explanation. She watched Endgame. She saw the deleted scenes. She watched the director's commentary. Monica Rambeau is plugged in.
Everything that goes in becomes part of the reality. Monica figured that out. She was wearing Kevlar, and it became a bulletproof costume, which I think is such a cool detail. And so she figures out how she can go into the world. How we're gonna see that, I'm assuming next episode. That's gonna be pretty sick. Then right here we have probably one of the wildest moments too. There's a lot of wild moments in this episode. The show's getting good for sure. We have Norm.
This guy is a great actor.
Yeah, absolutely. Because the change up. Vision snapped him back. He touched his head and freaked out, and he started talking about his sister and his dad is like sick. So poor guy.
I gotta get my phone. Yeah. Where's my phone?
He's going through a lot in his real life, and he's over here being brainwashed in out of his own will. And it's like, poor guy, he has life things that he has to figure out. But I mean, dude, I just realized this could be a play on words. She's in my head. It might not even be Wanda. It could be Agnes that's in everybody's head, for all we know.
That's not a bad. He didn't say Wanda's in my head.
She's in my head.
He just said you have to stop her.
None of this is my own. Yeah, like, we're all thinking, even Vision's thinking it's Wanda, Sword thinking it's Wanda, and little do we know the big twist is that it could be somebody else at play here, you know, which they could go that alley, or they could make Wanda bad, but I think it's both things at once happening. You know what I mean? Like, Wanda could become the villain in the MCU while there's a new villain at play. So right here we have probably the coolest scene in the whole show, where we finally get the reveal of who's coming through the portal. It's Wanda in her classic suit, her Avengers costume, and she has the drone in her hand that Monica sent in, and it's a standoff between her and Sword, kind of warning them, like, just leave me alone. Like, I don't want to do anything wrong. You know what I mean? Like, this is what I think people are so wrong in the MCU, that they're just trying to hurt Wanda when she's not trying to hurt anybody. Tony had that problem, and yeah, she's kind of a nuclear bomb, but I mean, I think if you left her alone, she'd be all right. But she is holding people hostage, though. However you play the cards.
That's the problem.
And then we have, which I thought was the ending, she does something with the force field. and then we just cut to a commercial.
What if Agnes needs the boys to be a certain age, and so you see how she's kind of pushing them to grow, and then like Wanda's picking up on it and was like, no, don't grow, and Agnes maybe needs them at a certain age, so that's when she can fully take over them.
Yeah, to get their powers. Yeah,
to get their power, to get their soul. Like there's a lot of things involved. But I think that's why she was pushing for the idea of like, oh, look at the dog just died. And it's like, oh, we're sad. We're going to grow out of this time to be 20 or whatever. And then Agnes can really jump in and take over who they are.
But I'm hesitant to think it's House of M. I know all the speculations online. People are going to start saying, oh, it's going to be House of M. Like, it's literally Mephisto. Like, I'm still waiting to see, because who knows? They could follow the comic up to the last point and change a beat. You know what I mean? So we'll see what happens in the end.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Like just like this episode, we didn't expect Wanda to go and face off and leave her world ever.
And then we had this intense moment between Vision and Wanda. I mean, such powerful acting. I think it's great. You know, Vision's scared. He doesn't know what's going on. He's kind of interrogating Wanda, trying to figure out what's going on. And then after everything,
some of the best facial acting from Vision in this scene.
Absolutely.
The whole show, but definitely in this scene.
We get some reveals here that Wanda's kind of like giving some information, is that she's not controlling it. She doesn't know how it started. And I said this all the time, a long time ago. I never thought she created it. I always knew that she's just enjoying the ride. You know what I mean? She gets what she wants. And so it could be that House of M where Agnes, and let's say she made a deal with somebody and they says, you get Vision back, you get your babies back. I mean, well, you get to have kids potentially. And that's the deal, you know. She gets to enjoy it, but they're using her.
You know, it was revealed in this episode that she stole Vision's body.
Oh, remember? Yeah,
she stole Vision's body. We didn't even talk about that, but like that was a big moment where the director shows Monica like, hey, Vision was stolen, like, and he was dismembered.
Yeah, he was wires and pieces. And she put them back together.
This moment right here was the most important because it launched the Marvel multi-cinematic universe.
And this plays more into somebody controlling Wanda, because she's like, Pietro? Like, she just believes that it's her brother.
All I know is when Doctor Strange shows up in the last episode, it's going to be a battle. It's not going to be an easy, like, he's coming in to just like, hey, what's up, guys? Doctor Strange. No, he's going to be, I think, battling out against Wanda, and they're going to call him in to basically, hey, you need to bring her down because she's going to blow up this whole area.
Let's go ahead and get into our closing thoughts and what you hope to see for the next episode.
Right now, I'm feeling very optimistic that within this next episode, we're going to see our first battle with Wanda. We kind of had a prelude battle here in this episode between Sword and her, but I think the director's either going to ask for more help or they're going to be bringing in the big guns in some way to really show force, because his life was threatened by his own men, and someone wants to retaliate when someone humiliates, like, you know, that's some very heavy embarrassment that he had there. And I am just very excited to see that outcome, and then see where, you know, Evan Peters' character takes us, because he's in the show now, so he's definitely going to stick around for a couple episodes.
It's going to be insane to see where this goes. I want to see kind of now where the show ends and how it starts Multiverse, because I can only imagine how they kind of pitch off the rest of the MCU. I'm all in. This is exactly what I wanted to see for the community of Marvel fans and for comic book fans. I think it's just going to be fun to listen to other people's theories on where this goes and what this means for Marvel in the future of movies for the next 5-10 years, you know. So definitely looking forward to it.
If you've enjoyed yourself, make sure to leave a like. We had a lot of fun reviewing this episode and reacting to it, also breaking down some important moments, building off of there. Subscribe if you already haven't. We love doing this type of video content on YouTube, and it only helps our channel.
Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you next week for the next episode of WandaVision. Bye, everybody.